suggested 3 questions that the committee should be asking Secretary Clinton, and one of them is, what did your own Accountability Review Board that you appointed, Ambassador Tom Pickering, who served as UN Ambassador to President Bush I, and Admiral Mullen, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, 2 people above politics. She asked immediately after, look at what happened, tell me what went wrong, tell me what I should do differently. They did that. They came up with 27 recommendations. She immediately said, I accept them. She published their results transparently, and she took personal responsibility. Everyone remember that she did that right away before Congressman Gowdy decided to try to bring her numbers down by a bogus investigation, which has done nothing new, but redundantly, maybe not even that, what other Republican committees have done.
Mr. Davis, that Accountability Review Board prompted then Darrell Issa of the House Oversight Committee to respond to it, saying that more people should have been interviewed, that the statutory mandates of that board limited the scope of the investigation, also saying that those that were involved in discussions about Benghazi security were responsible for selecting board members and staff. So at the time, they even had questions about how that board was formulated.
Well, look, Congressman Issa is one of many people that has looked at this. And I said to you, 7 committees, tens of thousands of documents, hundreds of witnesses, the House Armed Services and House Intelligence Committee. Let me repeat that. Whatever Congressman Issa might criticize, someone named Tom Pickering, who served in Republican administrations, Mike Mullen, a former Joint Chiefs of Staff, if he's criticizing them, he is entitled. I happen to believe they did the best they could. But other people in Congress, 7 committees, examine this. Anyone who hasn't read the House Intelligence Committee report, written by Republicans, anyone who hasn't read the House Armed Services Committee report, written by Republicans, and Congressman Issa himself examined this. At one point, do you know that Trey Gowdy escorted Darrell Issa out of the room when he wanted to be present? I don't think that's ever happened in the history of Congress, where the same member of a party has escorted a fellow member out of the room. This is the way Gowdy has conducted himself. He talks about fact-centric. He denies what we know is true. Then he says something that he knows is false, which is a lie, and puts out email that says there's highly sensitive information revealing sources and methods. He doesn't say his own staff wrote that. The CIA embarrasses him. And false, that's in the last 2 days. Have we heard Gowdy apologize for that lie? Have we had him fire the staff that wrote in sources and methods about an individual they redacted whose name was already well known and published, so that the headlines initially were Hillary Clinton reveals highly sensitive classified information? Gowdy owes the American people an apology for that lie. Start with that alone. And then what Issa and other people have tried to do, have done, 7 committees, including Congressman Issa, and what Gowdy's not explaining is he criticizing Congressman Issa and all of his Republican colleagues who have studied this. That should be the opening comment that he makes. What am I doing that's different? What am I criticizing my Republicans colleagues for not doing?
Mr. Davis, sorry to say this, I'm going to have to apologize for you. The signal that we have with you there in Houston is degrading to a great deal, and it's going to force us to cut short this interview. Our hope is to have you back on this program with a better signal or sitting here in Washington, D.C. to talk about this issue. Again, I want to extend my apologies for that.
Well, thank you. I hope you heard some of what I said.
We did. Thank you very much.